the NFL opener is going to be the Rams versus the Bills. Thursday night football, it's going down. It could be a Super Bowl preview. Man, what do I think? I feel like the Bills are the really sexy pick for a lot of people this year in terms of winning the Super Bowl or going to the Super Bowl. Last year, they were a really good team. A lot of people thought they were the best team in the AFC for pretty much all of the season. What do I think about this game? You know, you got two teams that one just won the Super Bowl. The other one was just seconds away from advancing to an AFC championship game. This game, I am going to go with the Rams. Here's why. I've thought about this multiple times. I think the Bills are the sexy pick. I know it's tough on the road for the Bills, but you know, the Super Bowl hangover that also looms over your head, but at the same time, it's week 1, the Bills are on the road. I cannot stress enough how big it is being on the road week 1. It just feels a little bit different. You don't feel as comfortable. No matter how many seasons these players play, at the same time, week 1 it just gets to you. You get some goosebumps, you get fired up, you get a little nervous. And I think the Bills are going to be one of the better teams all season, but I think the Rams are at home. It's week 1. I feel like they're just going to squeak one out. It won't be the best game they play all year. I feel like it's going to be a really close and a tough game, but I do feel like the Rams are going to come away with the victory. They're going to get it started week 1, back on their quest to win another Super Bowl. Can they do it? I will reveal what I think later on in the show, but for now, we got more predictions to get to. We got the Eagles at the Lions. The Detroit Hard Knock Lions are going to upset the Eagles here in week 1. Let me tell you why. If you've watched Hard Knocks, which I have for the most part, then therefore TV says that they should win the Super Bowl, right? No. However, I do feel like the Lions are a good pick for an upset here. I like the Eagles, what they have. I know they have A.J. Brown. I expect to see an improved season from Jalen Hurts in terms of passing the football. But at the same time, I am worried about their defense just a little bit. And I feel like the Lions are just going to come out swinging. Like I said, it's week 1 at home. This doesn't mean that the Lions are going to go on and have a terrific season, but I just feel like at home, the crowd's just going to get them pumped. I feel like Detroit always plays very close games at home. I feel like I always see them losing by very slim margins sometimes. So, you know what? I'm going to give them, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to give it to the Lions. I think they're going to take care of business week 1. They're going to squeak one out. It's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I think they've got enough to get it done in week 1. Prove all the Hard Knocks viewers right and say, hey, we're on HBO for a reason. We're not just doing this for our health. We're here to win some football games. Give me the Lions week 1. 49ers at the Bears. To me, I feel like this is an easy game. I love Justin Fields. I hope he progresses and has a great season. However, I'm digging the 49ers, man. Give me San Francisco on the road. I know it's on the road, and I know I've made a lot of points here about being at home, but I just think the 49ers are the overall better football team. I think Trey Lance could shock a lot of people. I'm on more of the camp that he will than he won't, but we'll see. Give me the 49ers on the road. I think Trey Lance will have a nice game. I'm seeing reports George Kittle might not play week 1. I think that's okay. I don't think they need him. I think they are the better team. And give me the 49ers week 1. Next game is the Steelers at the Bengals. Steelers announced last week that Mitch Trubisky is going to be the starter. Obviously being a Carolina guy, I want to see Trubisky do well, but we've seen what he's done in the NFL. Mostly it's been bad. Some sprinkles of good, but mostly bad. It's hard for me to bet against the Bengals. You talk about the teams that make it to the Super Bowl and they lose, that Super Bowl hangover. They didn't win, but it takes so much just to even get back to have a chance. I'm not sure if they have enough to get back, but I do think they have enough to beat the Steelers here in an AFC North rivalry game. Give me the Bengals week 1 at home. I think they are the better team overall. Joe Burrow, those guys, Jamar Chase, they're going to come out swinging. I don't feel confident in the Steelers quarterback situation, whether it be Mitch or whether it be Kenny Pickett or Mason Rudolph somehow. I don't like it. Give me the Bengals week 1. Next game, the Patriots at the Dolphins. We've heard a lot of talk about the Miami Dolphins. Is two of the guys he not the guy? It seems to be split 50-50. You've got a lot of people that really believe in this kid, think he could be a world beater. You have a lot of people that says he has a noodle arm and he's no good. So where are we going to figure out the line in between? Well, I'll tell you what. The Dolphins will win this game. Give me the Dolphins week 1. This is a really tough stretch for the Patriots. I think 3 out of the first 4 games are on the road. That's tough. And it just always seems the Dolphins, they play them so tough, so competitively. And the thing about New England is, look, I will never question Bill Belichick and his greatness. There's no doubt about that. More oftentimes than not, if I predict against the Patriots, they prove me wrong, whether they have Tom Brady or they don't. However, I don't know how I feel about the offense. They don't really seem to have an offensive coordinator. It's been Matt Patricia. It's also been Joe Judge. I'm a little confused by that. I'm not the biggest fan of Mac Jones. I think he's fine. The Patriots don't have a lot on offense that really scares me. Their defense is top-notch. I think they have a top 10 defense. It scares me, though, just a little bit. I think the Dolphins, they've got some shiny new toys. They got Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle's coming off of a good year. They've got a solid defense. They're at home. I like the Dolphins week 1. I think that's where I'm going. Next game is we've got the Cleveland Browns at the Carolina Panthers. Now let me tell you a little story here while I take a sip of Sprite. This is going on minus the COVID year because no one was allowed. This is my third straight this is my third straight Panthers opener. This will be my 5th in a row. This will be my 5th Panthers opener total that I've been to. Every year for the past 3 years, I've been trying to make it a tradition to go to the week 1 home opener. And so far, it's served me pretty well. I have seen us beat the Cowboys, which was great. That's always great. I've seen us lose to the Rams when they went to the Super Bowl and they lost. I have also seen us beat the New York Jets last year. That was fun. I love the city of Charlotte. I know I sound like a homer here, but I just want to tell you, I love the city of Charlotte. I went to college there. Obviously, I'm a Panthers fan. I like going up there for the weekend, reminiscing, a little bit of nostalgia, and just being at the Bank of America Stadium. There's no better feeling. I'm going to be there with friends and family. It's going to be a good time. So I will be there live, and I will let you know how it goes via Instagram. I'm going to be interested to see how it goes as far as the heckling of Browns fans and what kind of stuff we might see given all the Deshaun Watson stuff. There's at least going to be one asshole fan doing some stuff there. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But in regards to the game, the Panthers against the Browns, this is Baker Mayfield's revenge game. I'm going with the Panthers here. Listen, if I look at this from a non-biased perspective, which I'm trying to very much, let's look at the Browns. Jacoby Brissett, I think he's a very solid backup quarterback. I like Jacoby Brissett. NC State product. I like the guy. But they're going to have to rely on that running game, which they can do well. They've got Nick Chubb and they got Kareem Hunt, 2 guys that are basically NFL starters or running back. However, if the Panthers can shut that down to a degree, which I think they will, not completely, I think they will, that's going to make Cleveland very one-dimensional in throwing the football. I know we've got Amari Cooper to go against. I like our secondary in Carolina against their receiving corps. I think it's going to be tough. I think we might see some mistakes from Brissett here or there, but I think he's going to do just fine. But I think Baker is going to come out fired up. I do worry a little bit about Myles Garrett and that defensive line going against our offensive line. I like the retooled offensive line the Panthers have. We have a rookie at left tackle. Myles Garrett's going to welcome to the league. He's going to give up a couple sacks, a couple pressures. There's no way he doesn't. However, the difference here, Baker Mayfield, he's going to be fired up. He's going to do his thing. He's going to be talking. He's going to be walking. I think he's going to play well. And don't forget, Christian McCaffrey. He may only play 2 games this year, but he's going to play this game. And I tell you, when he's on the field, he's the best running back in the NFL. He is a difference maker. I think it's going to be a tough one, but I think the Panthers are going to get it done against the Browns week 1. I'll be there. I'll let you know how the atmosphere is and how it goes. Next game, we've got the Colts at the Texans. Let's take a look at this real quick. Listen, I like what they're building in Houston. I think they've got some good players there. I like Davis Mills. I think he's better than a lot of people give him credit for. I like the draft that they had. But to me, this is a no-brainer. Give me the Colts. I think they're, without a doubt, the better team. They have a top 10 defense. Jonathan Taylor, an absolute beast at running back. I like Matt Ryan. He is on the tail end of his career. He's not what he once was. However, I think he's good enough to win this game. Give me the Colts over the Texans week 1. Next game, we've got an NFC South battle. We got the Saints at the Falcons. Give me the Saints here. I think the Falcons are going to be at the bottom of the league in terms of winning games this season. I think they have a lot good going for them in terms of some rookies that they have. I like Kyle Pitts. I like A.J. Terrell. I like what they're building down there. However, they don't have their quarterback just yet. It might be Desmond Ridder, but it won't be him week 1. The Saints, I like Jameis sometimes. I think he's going to be enough to win this game. The Saints also have a good defense, and the Saints always seem to make things happen on offense, no matter who they have at coach or who they have at quarterback. Jameis can move the ball downfield. We know that. He might turn it over, but he can push the ball downfield. They've got Kamara. I like Chris Olave. I think he's going to be a very good pick this year. Michael Thomas, is he going to play? Is he not? I know he's been injured off and on. We'll see, but I think they're the better team here. Give me the Saints over the Falcons. Next game, we've got the Ravens at the Jets. Shout out to my best friend in this whole world, my man Herb Williams. Herb T.J. Williams is going to be at the game. He's a diehard Ravens fan. And he's traveling all the way up to New Jersey to see this football game. And you know why? Because his ex-best friend, Joe Flacco, is going to be starting for the New York Jets. And with that being said, I'm going to give this week 1 victory to the Ravens. They're the better team. I am looking forward to some is Joe Flacco elite talk, at least for one more game or a couple more games. We'll see how this goes. It will be interesting to see how he plays against his former NFL team, but I like Lamar. I like their defense. I like what the Jets are building on their roster. They've got some nice pieces. However, I think the Ravens are the better team. Give me the Ravens week 1 at the Jets. We've got Jaguars at the Washington non-Redskin Commanders. Here we go. I am going to go with the Commanders week 1. I think Jacksonville has a nice roster. I like what they're building. I want to see more from Trevor Lawrence this year. I want to see more from Trevor Lawrence this year. However, week 1 on the road, I can't trust the Jaguars. I'm not a big Carson Wentz fan, but I think he can do enough against the Jags. I think the Commanders' defense can do enough. I think they're going to take home the victory at FedEx Field with the best grass on an NFL field. Give me the Commanders week 1. Packers at Vikings, NFC North. This is a tough one because the Vikings always seem to be on the cusp of being a very solid team, but then they do things that really piss you off and say, hey, this is why you're at that mid-tier. You're not good enough, but you're not bad enough. The Packers, we know what they're about. It's Aaron Rodgers or bust, baby. However, week 1 at the Vikings, I am going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's going to be a close game. Packers seem to sometimes kind of start a little iffy sometimes. I think they'll be there at the end of the season like they always are. But week 1, give me the Vikings. I think the offense is going to be a little bit too much for that Packers defense. At the same time, I don't know what to expect from the Packers offense. Not saying they're going to suck. I doubt they will. But week 1, not all the cylinders are firing off. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think they're just the better bet here week 1. Next game, we get the Giants at the Titans. Give me the Titans here. I'm not a fan of Ryan Tannehill that much, but they are playing at home. Derrick Henry, I think he should have a solid comeback game. Their defense is solid. The Giants, I like Saquon Barkley. I hope he stays healthy. I really do. I want to see him play a full season or most of a season. Daniel Jones, man, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that defense. They got some guys, but at the same time, I just think the Titans are the better team. Give me the Titans week 1. Raiders at Chargers, AFC West matchup. This is going to be a tough one. However, the Chargers are playing at home against their millions and millions of fans there in LA. That's a joke, by the way. Anyway, give me the Chargers week 1. I think they are a better team. I like the Raiders. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think Derek Carr, this is kind of a put-up-or-shut-up year in a way for him. Getting his college teammate, getting arguably the best receiver in the NFL on his team, Devontae Adams on the Raiders. I think the Chargers are just a better overall team, but it's going to be close. That whole AFC West, everyone knows it's going to be a absolute showdown all the way until week 18 or whatever week it is now that they have in the NFL. It's going down to the wire, but I think the Chargers are just a little bit better here week 1. Give me the Chargers. Next game, we've got the Chiefs at the Cardinals. Give me the Chiefs. I like the Cardinals a little bit in terms of what they have on the roster. I think Kyler Murray's been a little bit underrated. He had the bad playoff game. He did. And then he had the whole offseason thing with the contract. However, the man is signed. He's paid. I think he'll play well. However, they are missing DeAndre Hopkins. I think the Chiefs are just a little bit of an underdog this year. People are really, really down on them because they didn't have the best year last season. Patrick Mahomes didn't have the best last playoff game. They're missing Tyreek Hill. They don't have a true number 1. I think that's going to get Mahomes just a little bit fired up. Give me the Chiefs week 1 at the Cardinals. I think it probably will be a shootout. 2 really good offenses, but we'll see. Next game, we got the Bucks at the Cowboys. I believe this is the Sunday night game. Man, I cannot believe I am saying this. Good Lord, forgive me. Give me the Cowboys week 1. I'm saying this because there seems to be a little bit of cracking there in the Bucks foundation. I'm not saying that they're done for. They're not going to win. Tom Brady sucks. I'm not saying that the Bucks will make the playoffs this year. For week 1, I'm a little worried. They want to get the revenge. It was either last season or the year before they played each other. I think it was last season. However, on the opening week. But the Cowboys, I think, I like Dak at home. I like their offense at home. Their offensive line's a little shaky. Tyron Smith probably out for the year. I think he is, or he's going to be out for most of the year. But I don't believe in the Bucks at this moment in time. Week 1, I don't believe it. I think it'll be a close game, but give me the Cowboys week 1. I think they're going to win. Broncos at Seahawks. I believe this is our Monday night game and the final game of week 1. Russell Wilson taking on his former team in sleepless Seattle. Give me the Denver Broncos. I think this will not be a close game. I think Russ is going to do his thing. And the Broncos, they've got weapons all over the field. They've got great talent on defense. The Seahawks, unfortunately, don't have much of anything. Broncos are going to win. They're going to take it home in Seattle. Russ gets his revenge, if you want to call it that, week 1 against the Seahawks. So that is my predictions for week 1. I just went through the whole list. I will post my predictions in the comments below. Next week when we talk about week 2, we will go through and look at these and see where I was right, see where I was wrong. We'll see how I look, see how I fare. If I can get 50% right, I'll be happy. See if we can do that.